Alright guys, hey, my name's Kyle, and I'm making my first tarantula YouTube video. And I just wanted to do like a beginner video for enclosure setups for Avicularia or pink toe species. I'm pretty new to the hobby myself, but I feel like I have enough of a grasp on the basic care for these guys to just talk a little bit about the enclosures. And one main thing that I see with hobbyists, people that are new to the tarantula hobby, when they do pink toes, they set them up with top opening enclosures. So here you can see this is a little container I got from Michael's. This was $1. Let me see if I can open this up here. And I flipped it upside down, and it's got just enough to put enough room to put substrate in the bottom there. And this is my Avicularia sling freight train. I just glued some stuff up in the top there and drilled some holes in the side for ventilation. And that is great for him. This one I just got the other day. This is a Vic species Peru purple. And I didn't have anything that was top opening. And I could have gone to Michael's and got another one of these, but I wanted to try my hand at making my own enclosure. But so you see what I'm talking about here is he's only been in here 2 days, and I don't know how well you can see, but he's webbed up like right up to the lid. So anytime that you open this lid, you're going to be tearing his webbing. So to avoid that, we want to use enclosures that open from the bottom or open from the front. And so this is another great little enclosure. I got this from Primal Cages, but it again is top opening. This is great for like Salmopaeus species, which as slings tend to burrow anyway before they go arboreal. But yeah, so I wanted to I just put them in here for a couple of days because this is all I had. And I wanted to actually, instead of going to Michael's and get another one of these, I wanted to try my hand at making an enclosure. So this is one that I made. I've just got into making enclosures a couple weeks ago. And this one has a sliding front door on it that I made just for this guy. So you can see that I made it out of it's called Lexan. I don't know if it's a different kind of plastic like acrylic or if it's the same thing, but just cut it up, you know, get the right dimensions, cut it up, use some Weld-On 4 to glue it together. And then I got a magnet down here to lock it in place. And it's a pretty simple setup with cork bark, and actually glued this bottle cap on there for a water dish, but instead of just using that, I've got this little, it's like a soda or like a beer bottle like lid thing that I can put in there, and then that way I can take it in and out. And if, you know, this gets dirty, because if it's just that, the water gets dirty, you'd have to just spray it to rinse it out or get in there with a paper towel to wipe it. But this way I can just take this in and out with the tongs. Yeah, and just some cork bark, some fake leaves glued up top, a little bit of moss, some mostly dry substrate, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna rehouse this guy, and I'm not gonna try to do it while I hold the phone. So I'm gonna put the phone down, and hopefully it won't be too much of an awkward angle to try to film it. So hang on a sec. All right, so I'm getting ready to rehouse here. I've got my catch cup, I've got a paintbrush to tickle the guy in. I'm gonna try to open this up just to show you what I mean about it tearing the webbing without him walking all over the place. And if he ends up taking off, I'll have to pause recording to get him back in, because he was a nightmare to get in this. He did not want to go down. So I'm hoping that I can kind of poke him into here, and he will, you know, as the Vicks, even when they're young, they want to go up. So I'm hoping I can get him to go in there. So let's see how it goes. See, yeah, tearing some web in there. There he is. Nice looking little Vic. He's a little nervous. Let's see if we can poke him in over here. If I can get him to go in and climb up and not go, there we go, perfect. So this is a little bit big for him, but I think that, you know, he's gonna wanna stick around to the top. So I'm not too worried about not being able to keep track of him. You know, there's also a lot of, for new beginners, they put tarantulas in enclosures that are way too large, and generally for a terrestrial or a fossorial, you don't want to do that as much because it's easy to lose track of them. With this guy, it's going to be very easy to, he's going to web up right around these leaves, and at the top of this cork bark, there's going to be no chance of losing sight of him, and we'll be able to keep an eye on him and keep track of how he's doing. So okay, that was my first little YouTube video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions about any of these enclosures or anything, leave them down in the comments. If you liked it, give me a like and subscribe, and I hope it was helpful. Thanks, guys.